Aaron, Aaron was a big brother to me growing up that lectured me constantly, yet supported me, lectured me some more, but then would join me at a party, and then my friends thought he was cool, so I thought he was cool. Then he lectured me some more, told me I was fat, told me to lose some weight, embarrassed me, but lectured me, then loved me. He did all those things that a big brother would do. Actually, my friends quite liked him. Right here? Aaron was the one person Aaron, I don't know. What should we call him? Aaron. We all know him as Aaron. Yeah. Aaron was the one person I knew would stick with me when we rallied against our parents, and God knows we did that a lot. A lot. And I mean a lot. Aaron was the one, actually, I was the one person who knew that it was Aaron's foot that went through that wall at the bottom of the stairs. But for years, we didn't really tell our parents that because we were quite angry with him. It was his foot, Dad. Sorry. Not a lie, we told you for many years. Anyway, saying this, I wish you both a lifetime of love. I love you a lot. I really do. I hope that you move to Canada so that your children are here when you have them. And they can call me their favorite aunt, like Barbie and Sandra did. Who's your favorite aunt?
Who was it? Who was it?
Yeah, it was you.
That was
They tortured us. Tortured. We were tortured. Who's your favorite aunt? Anyways, in the big picture here, I was honored to be asked to stand with Kang Hee as her bridesmaid. I wish Mallory was here to stand with me to say this, but for her and Laura and I, we say welcome to our family, Kang Hee, as our new sister. You are such a wonderful, wonderful woman, and my brother is very lucky to share his life with you. You are kind and giving, patient. Thank God for that. God, thank God for that. And you have the ability to light up a room. Thank you for trusting me to help plan your special day today. And I wish you and Will, or Aaron, a lifetime of happiness and health. But eventually we hope that you move closer to us, and when you arrive to Halifax, right? Halifax? Right? Yeah? Not Ontario. Let's talk about this. Halifax.
Hey, Fred!
Right? They say that one day they're going to live in Ontario, but we're not going to have that. Halifax, Kang Hee. Ready? Say it together. Halifax. Halifax. I promise you I will find you your new home to live in. I'll give you a good deal, I promise. So to Will and Kang Hee, cheers.
Thank you very much for that, Bralvin. And now I know why my sister had a kid-free wedding. Well, they were in the wedding party, so kind of choice. I would have, left downstairs. Just joking. Alex?
Facebook.
All right, next I'm going to bring up Jeremy Dupree. He was Dupree. Right, get to my head. Sorry. All right, Jeremy Dupree is going to come up here. Jeremy was actually supposed to be standing there beside Aaron as well, but due to unfortunate events, lost a bridesmaid, so we had to sub out a groomsman. Anyway, we'd like to give a toast to the bride and groom. Jeremy's been friends with Aaron since childhood and grew up together. And I know they really know each other well because we went out to rehearsal the other night, and they get these jokes that I really just don't understand what they're laughing at, but they both seem to laugh. So They must be really good friends.
It must be funny.
You must say it's funny somewhere, but anyway, here's Jeremy Dupree. Let's give it up for Jeremy Dupree. Jeremy Dupree. Get up there. Jeremy.
I just want to say a few words, small, but Aaron, you've been a great friend and given me a lot of memorable moments, and it's a pleasure to be here to share in such an important moment for both you and Kyung-hee. Kyung-hee, I was privileged to visit the two of you in Korea twice. The two of you, your Aunt Kyung-ja, and your family in Sokcho were all very kind and welcoming to me, and I thank you for that. And I'd just like everyone to raise their glass to the bride and groom.
All right, we're gonna close things out now soon. First, we're gonna call Aaron up here to give us say a few words to everybody coming. I'd just like to say, you know. Yeah, okay, so we're going to call up Aaron and Kyung-hee now to say a few words. It's going to be followed by a slideshow. No?
Okay.
Should we force the best man up here, everybody? Not yelling. All right, guys. Yes, you're going to do it, right?
I'm so nervous right now. It's great to be in Halifax for this special occasion. Although we lived in Ontario for many years, Aaron was always proud of where he came from, and he would often tell me about his family and his childhood in Nova Scotia. I had the opportunity to travel with him out here a few years ago, and he introduced me to people and places I had heard so much about. I first met Aaron back in grade 8. Our classroom, it was equipped with double desks, and we were paired up. It wasn't long before I was asking the teacher to move him somewhere else. Aaron was banished to the back of the class, and I was able to enjoy my newfound freedom. It got boring pretty quickly without him, though, and I was soon asking the teacher to move him back. Aaron must have felt the same way because he was back at my desk in no time, and we've been friends ever since. For as long as I can remember, Aaron has always set the bar pretty high. In high school, it was getting elected to the student council and playing a lead role in our town. In university, it was graduating from a challenging physics program. And today, it's becoming an expert at Guitar Hero. I'm really glad Aaron has found such a wonderful person to share his life with. Kyung-hee is beautiful on the inside and out. She brings out the best in Aaron, and I have never seen him happier. I wish them both the very best as they start the next chapter of their life together. To Kyung-hee and Aaron.
That was well worth it. Very good job. All right, now we're going to bring up Aaron and Kyung-hee. Both or one will say a few words and thank you, followed by a slideshow, followed by the dance. So we'll bring them up now. Let's give it up for Aaron and Kyung-hee.
Thanks, Jay, for doing that. That was really tough for Jason. He doesn't like public speaking at all, and I was just willing to let him not do it. So I'm really happy and proud that he did. Chair. I was supposed to do something. I was nagging Kelly all week about the wedding speech coming up, and English is difficult for her and Rand, and I just didn't have she wouldn't write one, and well, not that she wouldn't, it was just difficult, and she asked me to write it for her, and I said, well, if I write it, it's not your speech, it's my words, it's not meaningful enough. So we never ended up coming up with one, but I did. I'm going to start by thanking and toasting two important people. First, my wedding planner, my sister Allison Gotso. Without her help, this wedding wouldn't have happened. I just couldn't do it without a wedding planner here on the ground, and I would have had to go somewhere else or have them for you or something. So,
Good job, Allison.
Allison, I'm very sorry I couldn't make your wedding, and I say couldn't because my father remembers I was on my last $5 literally when her wedding was happening, and I just couldn't make it. Anyway, I'm very thankful for your help and your hospitality. So let's raise a glass of toast to my sister Allison.
Good job, Allison. Good job. To Allison. Cheers.
I'm also going to thank, can everybody hear me back there?
A little bit louder, yeah?
A little bit louder?
Yeah. I like it, man. Just pretend you're singing.
The Master of Ceremonies, my brother-in-law, Kyle Gotso, a great MC and an excellent husband and father. I watched them with the 3 kids all this week, and he's been excellent with the kids. He really loves them a lot. I'm thankful for him doing this job. Let's raise a glass to Kyle, please.
Kyle. Kind of cute, too. Careful, Kyle. Donald's not here. Dance later, babe.
Like most people, I love music, and the person who's had the greatest influence on my musical tastes is my father, Terry Peters. I remember flipping through my father's records at our first house in Chatham, Ontario, and playing when my parents were not around.
You touched his albums.
One musician I particularly liked was Cat Stevens. And one of Cat Stevens' songs that reminds me of Kyung Hee. It's called "Hard-Headed Woman." And here are some of the lyrics. I just want to read some of the lyrics. It's called, he says, I'm looking for a hard-headed woman, one who'll take me for myself.
I love you, Mommy, a little bit.
If I find my hard-headed woman, I won't need nobody else. I'm looking for a hard-headed woman, one who'll make me do my best. If I find my hard-headed woman, I know the rest of my life will be blessed. If I find my hard-headed woman, I know my life will be as it should. Well, I met my hard-headed woman, Kyung Hee Park, about 6 years ago in Seoul, Seoul, Korea. I didn't like the school I was working in, and I knew I was going to leave that school. And I wasn't giving my students any grades, so there was no conflict of interest with me dating her. I hated the early morning classes that I had. I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning to teach a bunch of office workers English, which was just hell. But I looked forward to her class because she was there, going to be there. And I was disappointed when she didn't make it, which did happen. Kyung Hee was the center of attention in that class. That That magnetic personality is what attracted me to her. I wanted to meet her outside of class, and I was new to Seoul, so I announced that I would like someone to be my guide to Seoul. Fortunately, Kyung-hee took the bait, and we met the following Sunday. Communication between us was very difficult in those days. We carried around a dictionary and pointed to words. So, although her English is still not good, it's gotten a lot better from what it was. Since then, we lived together for several years in 2 different apartments in Seoul. We've moved, and she supported me in Seoul because I wouldn't still be there if she didn't support me, because it's just too difficult to live as a foreigner. I have a lot of newfound respect for the immigrants in Canada, because it's very difficult, and I wouldn't have lasted without her support. We've traveled several countries together: Korea, Japan, China, Thailand, and Canada. And our next step is the reason we're all here: to reproduce. Got her.
Did you point to those parts too?
Got a video camera. We'll start a new family in the near future. So anyway, I want to toast the most important person in my life, Kyung-hee. Okay, the slideshow that we showed you earlier, that one's a small one with 55 photos, and I have another one with 90 photos.